video on the demo that we did in the other classes. This is called CoinRollers. And so the concept is very simple. So you know the big tubes of coins you get from banks or gas stations when you just change them over, you know, all the same kind of coin. That's what this is testing to see if you can. So sometimes if you have like a big jar, you'll dump them out and the bank will ask you to roll them before you bring them to the bank just to save them some work. That's kind of the concept. This is just a yes or no. We're not calculating any funds or seeing what we have left over. It's just, do we have enough, yes or no? So I've used my comments right here to kind of break this apart into chunks so you can see what's going on. Here I've got the title. Do you have enough coins to roll in exchange for bills? Yes or no? And I set Boolean values. So we haven't used these as much as we probably could have, but this is all about today using Boolean variables. So I set these equal to false because I don't know how much money they have. Odds are, if they've just had pocket change for a little bit of time, they don't. So that's why I chose to do false. If you want to set them to true, that's fine. You will just reverse your logic in your tests later on. Okay, so here I've got my prompts. Okay, how many quarters do you have? And then I just read in the value. That's it. Okay, I put some comments over here just to give you some idea of how much each roll is worth for each coin value. So 40 quarters is $10. 40 nickels is $2. 50 dimes is $5, and 50 pennies is 50 cents. Okay, just some information in case you haven't played with those rolls of coins before. Once you start working and dealing with cash register, you will. You'll notice under each one, I do have an if test. That is to check to see if I have the required amount to put them in a roll. Obviously up here, these two are worth 40. These two are worth 50. Why? Because different values fit for different coins. So that's why they're grouped this way. I know quarters, nickels, dimes, pennies is not the decreasing order some of you might like, but that's the way I chose to do it. If you wish to flip them, be my guest. Now the print statement is where we actually use the Boolean tests. And this is what makes these so unique, is because they don't actually have to have a test the way we're used to writing them. So you notice right here, I've got one. Q roll equals true. If that's the case, then I print. Okay, that's fine. If you want to do it that way, be my guest. But all an if test has to boil down to a Boolean answer anyway, remember? It has to be true or false. So since I have a variable inside that is already a Boolean, I don't actually have to test it. I can just do like this and ask if that variable. If it's true, it executes. If it's false, it skips it. Okay? So right here, my if test, I've got all ors. Are any of them true? If that's the case, then I tell them you do have enough to roll. Okay? If it isn't, I skip and I just say you do not have enough coins to roll. Afterwards, and this is the weird one because I didn't plug it right into the if, this is only going to trigger if they're true. If you notice at this statement, I have a colon at the end. So this will list out whatever type of coin I need if I've got enough. Okay? Let's do a quick demo of it. Okay. Welcome. How many quarters do you have? Let's say 25. How many nickels? 18. How many dimes do you have? 9. How many pennies? 41. You do not have enough to roll. Okay? So I'll run it again. Let's say 82, 43, 91, 217. We have enough to roll quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies. Okay? Now, if I didn't set those off all at the same time, let's go 50, 39, 61, 5. Okay, so quarters and dimes triggered. I only need 40, but I have 50. and I need 50, but I have 61. So this only prints the names of the ones that triggered correct, okay? We could expand this to make you count the values and calculate how much money you have rolled versus not rolled. This was just a demo. So I hope this helps, and using these as reference, these should help you with both of the nuts and bolts assignments. Good luck.